All right, guys, what is going on? And welcome back to some State of Decay 2 Plate of Dismay mod. Last episode was a big one, guys. It was definitely a really big one, in my opinion. We made some super solid progress on clearing out a lot of play carts. I think we have, what, 10 left? Yeah, 10 left, and all 10 are visible. So every play cart you see on the map, that's all we have left. That's literally all we have left. So today we're gonna kind of go around. My goal was to clear out this play cart here in Fairfield. That way we could free up all of Fairfield for loot, for enclaves, everything. So today, once the sun comes up, we will go and take care of that. And I think while we're waiting for the sun to come up, what we'll do is we could come up here and do a couple small loot runs, hitting these buildings here that are outside of the plague territory, and we'll kind of go from there. But laid back with the 28, dude. How you doing, man? I appreciate you being here. All right, so Survivor here is in good health, so we'll take him. Hopefully it's not too crazy out here. But how's everybody doing? I hope you guys are having a good night. Let's grab some fuel here.
I have another task for you. Details forthcoming.
So we're gonna bring the van, that way we can do big runs. All right. And hopefully we maintain our no black play cart luck. Because that's literally the last thing we need, chat, is freaking black play cart. Oh, shit. I mean, you guys keep, there's so many people that keep wishing the black play carts on me. Damn. And I'd really like that to not happen, so. Right up here. We don't have to worry about plague territory anymore.
This, but I think we've stretched the limits of this place. We should start looking for a bigger base.
That's what I like to hear. Let's do this.
All right, I'm gonna start up by looting back here. The most black play cards I've had in one playthrough, I think, was 3. I think we had 3 in one of our lethal zone negative only curveballs playthroughs. I think we had 3.
Cleared this one out. Not bad.
So funny, chat. So I just got a comment. As I tell you guys, I read my comments all the time. Just got a comment from somebody on one of my grounded videos. They said, ads every 5 minutes shows no care for the viewer and only for money. I was willing to enjoy the whole playlist until ads drove me away. Just saying. It's still wild to me that viewers still think to the day like that. I get off stream and I'm like, yo, let's go put ads every 5 minutes. Like, what? I thought it was pretty common knowledge that content creators have two choices: ads or no ads. That's it. There's no time frame, how often you want them, how it's just you have them or you don't have them.
Place for another outpost.
No, I still think ads every 5 minutes is disgusting. Yeah, that's horrible. And absolutely unwatchable in my opinion. It's just wild that people think I do it myself.
Amateur mistake. No watchtower. You gotta have a place where you can see trouble coming.
Like people legitimately think like that's my my strategy. Like I'm like, oh yeah, let me go and put these ads every 5 minutes.
That's a good find.
I was hoping for a repair kit.
Okay, I'm all better.
Okay, so decent bit of parts, I'll take it. Yeah, I mean, I've had YouTube Premium for quite a few years. Mainly because I couldn't do the ads. I was like, dude, what the hell? It seemed like once YouTube Premium became a thing, like YouTube, I feel like they cranked up on the ads to try to kind of like Hulu. You know, Hulu had like the free, like, yeah, you could watch Hulu for free, but then you had to constantly watch ads. And it kind of forces you to get, ooh, wow. That was a good haul right there. How much is YouTube Premium? I do not remember. I think it's like $20, 20, something like that. Depends on how much you watch YouTube to really justify the purchase. If you're a daily YouTube watcher and you don't like ads, it's probably worth it. For if you don't watch Netflix, you don't watch Hulu, you're mainly just a YouTube consumer, I think Premium's definitely worth it. I watch a lot of YouTube, so. So, yes, you can. There is the ability to manually place ads. So, like, if you upload a video to YouTube, you can select manual. Like, I want to manually place my ads. Okay, and that is 100% true. I'll not sit here and deny that. But I don't make videos. That's the difference between my content, and I don't upload these videos like what you guys are watching right now. If you guys are watching this after the fact, I didn't upload this to YouTube. I streamed it, and then once the live stream ended, it just automatically becomes a video, and YouTube does whatever they want to do with ads. Like I could go back through after every one of my live streams, but I have to wait 12 to 16 hours for them to generate their ad placement. Because I used to try to do it back in the day, but it took a lot of time. But then I have to go back through and I have to delete all their ad placements. Then I have to go through and say, okay, where do I want to even place these ads? But then I have to rewatch the stream back. I have to try to figure out what's a good point for me to drop an ad in here. And it's very, very time consuming. That I don't even have time to do that realistically, you know, especially because I'm streaming. Not if I stream like once or twice a week, like, yeah, it'd be no problem. But when you're streaming, you know, 2 times a day, every day, 7 days a week, it's a lot to go back and skim through and try to figure out proper ad placement in videos. So I just leave it up to YouTube.
Yeah, all clear.
And they do a horrible job. They just slather ads all over the fucking place.
My work here is done.
Right, so the loot so far has not been super great, guys, if I'm being honest with you. It's kind of meh. Okay, so we'll hit one more house. Might as well. Do I wear brand name clothing? What's that? Like, what's a brand name? Like Nike or Adidas? I mean, every piece of clothing is brand name. They all have a brand, right?
I'm on my last leg here.
Gucci?
Farrell's head is armored.
I'm getting really fucking sick of sharing space with dumbasses.
Don't they make purses?
You see the bullshit I have to deal with?
Huh? Huh? I don't even know your patient data. Yeah, we're not talking about this. No, I don't even know what a fucking Gucci is. Chat, like, you guys, this is, I do have nice sneakers. I got Hoka. I got Hokas. Look, they're quite dirty. I've had them for a really long time. These were like $120 shoes, guys. What do you mean, what are those? What do you mean, what are those? They're what I got. I'm gonna take out this Farrell. I can aggro him. There we go.
Take it down.
No, I don't wear, if you're talking about like designer clothes, no. No, I wear the same white t-shirts every day for the most part. I have my own merch on right now. But I do have decent quality white t-shirts because the other ones just shrink and stain way too easy. And so the wife started buying me Abercrombie white t-shirts, and they're pricey, but they last years. I've had the same, I've had some of the same shirts for 2 years, which is pretty good on a white t-shirt. But I used to buy like the little cheap packs of white t-shirts. You get 3 to 5 shirts per pack. Might spend like $15. And yeah, I'd wear the shirts one time and then freaking get a little sauce on them, and that's all she wrote. And then you'd wash them once and they'd turn into a freaking little Barbie t-shirt. That's a good size hoard on the back.
Nobody here but us.
Man, one container? I thought we were about to have a whole house. Oh, I already looted this. Okay. I actually needed that pretty bad.
Hey, neighbor, Isby here from up at the ranger station. I've got a side project I've been working on. Anybody available to help me out?
Yo, back when I used to skateboard, and true story, guys, no bullshit, true story right here. My mom wasn't too happy. Any of you skateboarders in the chat know when you skateboard, the grip tape rips up your shoes pretty bad. And I had holes in my sneakers like constantly. Like, and my mom stopped buying me new shoes after a while. She'd buy me one pair of shoes and then I'd put a hole in them and she'd lose her mind. So pissed. And I never had good skateboarding shoes, especially like, you know, 13 years old, a lot of good skateboard Osiris's or Fans and stuff like that. They're $70, $80 for a pair of shoes. To me, that shit was a lot of money back in the day, like a lot of money. And we went to this place called the Ghetto Ledge, and we would skate there. A lot of like really good guys would go because it was like this, it was a ledge on a wall. It was probably 15, 20 feet long, all waxed up, and you could hit some crazy slides, tail slides, grinds. It was a really, really nice ledge that you could skate. And a lot of the guys would go down there. So I went to the Ghetto Ledge for the very first time, and I had a pair of World Industries. That was the shoes I had on. There were, World Industries was a brand. It was a lower end skateboarding brand, but they were I used to skate their decks because you could get the decks for like $40.
Hey, it's Mickey. Remember me? Yeah, I got something I've been meaning to do. You know, if you want to come along or whatever.
But I had I had a pair of World Industry shoes. They were like $40 sneakers too, and I thought they looked nice, but I skated a hole in them, and you know, the shoes were not in good shape. So we went to the Ghetto Ledge, we're skating, and I remember looking up, and there was a pair of Osiris's hanging on the telephone wire, and then I looked, and there was a bunch of shoes, guys. Guys would literally take their shoes, tie them, and then throw them up over the freaking telephone wire. So, chat, I literally spent 6.5 hours. I ended up going over to a park and getting a big ass tree branch, and we went back over there, a bunch of us. We were trying to knock all the shoes. We got like 7 pairs of shoes down from there. I ended up getting a pair of Osiris's that were in pretty good condition. I forgot what the other brand was, but I got 2 pairs of shoes that I skated the hell out of after that. But yeah, I got them for free off of the freaking phone lines, yeah. Hey, JK, thank you so much for the huge super chat, dude. New shoes fun, them Hokas gotta go. What do you mean, dude? They're comfy. The Hokas are nice. I got 2 pairs. Both white. Oh yeah. Dude, thank you so much, dude. I appreciate the love, dude. And Doctor, thank you so much. Do a kickflip into a black plate art. Yeah, I can still land a kickflip to this day. So they were my size. One of the pairs I had was a little big on me, and then the other ones were pretty much my size. I'm actually going to throw a repair. We should be okay. I don't think that jug's gonna come over here. I'm just gonna grab a repair kit. I've never seen any of the modern skateboards. I haven't followed skateboarding stuff in ages. Oh god. Whipping your noodle with an AR. What Twisted? What do you mean? What noodle, bro? What do you mean? I've never whipped it. What is whipping a noodle? Whipping noodles sounds kind of wild. All right, repair kit. Wiping? Wiping noodle sounds even weirder. Whipping noodles is kind of good. Slurp. You slurp noodles. decent structures here. And Norma. On purpose, chat. But I think Twist is talking about that video I released where I drank the water and then I wiped my mouth with the AR.
Could be worse.
I don't know. I seen it on like it was some trend thing my wife showed me, and then she did it, and then I was just making fun of it. So I did it with my AR.
This place is clean.
Does the NDA restrict? I mean, my NDA restricts me from answering all questions about State of Decay 3. Yeah, I'm not allowed to disclose any information whatsoever about the game in any capacity.
Better keep moving.
But I could answer all of your questions about State of Decay 2. How do I feel about giving your ID to play GTA 6? What do you mean give my ID? What do you got, like prove you're old? Is the game rated like M or R or some shit? That's crazy, dude. Yeah. Yo, if you got to give your ID to play GTA, I mean, we might be in the store for a good ass game. If they need an age verify. I wouldn't mind. I don't give a shit. I got nothing to hide. What the fuck? Like, they just want to, I mean, you show your ID when you go to the store to buy some booze. It's no different. I don't see the big deal.
I think I got something here.
Now, if you guys do want to hear me talk about State of Decay 3, I do have a video that I did, or a live stream that we did where we kind of broke down the trailer that they released last year. And it was right when I got back from Undead Labs. And I feel like I pretty much pushed the limits of what I could talk about in that video. But I just talk about what was in the trailer and we kind of speculate on what that could mean for like the game. Yeah, it was last summer. I did it. I should probably post a link or something in my in the 1 second. It should be super easy for me. I should put it in like the description of these videos or something like that, just in case, because it's actually a really not a whole lot of people watch that video, which is crazy, because it's probably the closest you'll get to somebody who actually seen something and knows something, talking, you know what I mean, about it as much as they can. Give me 1 sec, guys. Back in June. State of Decay 3 information. Its own playlist. Oop. Oop. Yeah, the video's only got 38,000 views. I'm gonna put that. I'm gonna post it in the description. And then I just posted it in the chat for you guys if somehow you guys didn't see it. No, this is the second trailer, not the first trailer. And Patrick, thank you for the super chat, brother, man. We only wish Black Plague on you because you're the only streamer we trust to show us how to kill. Dude, you'd be mistaken. I've got my ass handed to me by those damn Black Plague guys, dude. They're hard. On this mod, they'd probably be really hard. JP Smooth, what is going on, dude? South Bronx here. Sneaker Story game brought back. I love your show. I appreciate you for being here, man. I hope you're having a good day, dude. Well, Robert, yeah, I mean, I don't think you're going to be giving your ID to just some random individual in the world. You know what I mean? It's no different than going to the convenience store and buying a pack of smokes and you got to show your ID. It's not like the person's there, you know, mental note in every single address that they look at. You know what I mean? It's just, I think that's just a very paranoid way to look at the world. Like, yes, that could happen, but most of those cashiers don't give a shit, bro. And I guarantee 99% of the people in this chat, I could easily, you can find out pretty much where anybody lives. Addresses used to be in fucking phone books. Yeah, your address is not like, you know, you guys are like ex-Secret Service, like witness protection people at the end of the day. So even if someone did have your address, I highly doubt most people would want to do you any harm anyways. And if you're on witness protection, and hey, just don't play GTA, brother, man. Yeah, if you're like ex-Special Forces, super secret squirrel shit, you just can't play GTA, brother. So there was a Juggy over here. I just don't know how they'd enforce that, like with an online purchase. In-store purchase, yeah, because you'd have, you know, you go to the counter and the GameStop employee would be like, "Yo, let me see your ID." But then if you're like buying it on like Steam or something, or the PlayStation, well, no, on the PlayStation Store you gotta like verify your ID information and stuff like that. So maybe it would just be like your driver's license number, like stuff like that, like your actual ID credentials. But
gotta catch my breath.
What's serious? Sus chat. Because yeah, realistically, you're doing if you're doing an online purchase, you can just fucking use anybody's ID really. So we are super tired. We are, hey, JP Smoke with the Hardened Survivor membership. Dude, that is huge. Dude, that is so huge. Thank you so much, man. Glenn, you used to have to show ID to buy video games. You had to be 17 or older. Back in the days of EB Games, bro. We're talking early 2000s. You couldn't buy Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. Like, if you were a kid, you went in the store to try to buy it, they wouldn't sell it to you. Oh, hell no. You had to. Like, my mom had to go buy me Grand Theft Auto San Andreas because the EB Games employee wouldn't sell it to me. I was underage. If the people are doing their job at the stores, you're not supposed to sell any rated M games to any minors. That's always been a rule. That's not anything new. Yeah, it's not like this is like a new law. They're just now trying to enforce it. But yeah, mature content, games, rated, even movies. You know, movies that are rated R and shit like that. Like a young kid can't just go into a movie and watch a rated R movie. Like, you have to show your ID to get in there. Oh, it's definitely not suggested. Yeah, the places will just straight up tell you no and to leave. Now, you're not going to go to jail. But somebody's parents could definitely sue a company if their kid watched a rated R movie and the parent wanted to throw a big enough fit about it. Oh, hell yeah, dude. Come on. Have you met these Karens in America? They will sue the fuck out of you. They will sue the shit out of you. But yeah, I think people are misconstruing the fact that it is a law. It's always been a thing. It's just never been enforced. And we can't confuse the lack of enforcement with just it not ever existing and being a new thing. No, it's always been there. It's just never been enforced. So what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna go swap characters real quick, because if we push this a little too much, we're gonna. So hopefully that Feral and Jug didn't move their way up here, because that would suck. All right, so it seems like sun's coming up. We are going to get prepped up here for Plague Heart. We might as well do that right now, actually. Oh, shit. JP, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate any time you can find to come hang out, man. It means the world to me, brother. No, but I mean, I don't personally believe that video games like make people violent. No, that's a dumb take for the most part. That's like saying, you know, do violent movies make people violent? No, violent people. I feel like that's just an excuse for bad parents to blame their bad parenting on someone else. Realistically, but I do feel that there is a lot of inappropriate things in video games, and I speak from experience. Is, you know, a 13, 14-year-old Brian Menard sitting in my bedroom playing Grand Theft Auto San Andreas as a small child, driving around picking up hookers and driving them behind buildings and watching the car go up and down as I'm busting some hooker cheeks is like a 12 or 13-year-old. Yeah, I don't find that to be very appropriate. I wouldn't want my kids to do that. And I look back at it now like, wow, yeah, my mom really didn't give a shit with my mom, but my mom was a bad mom at the end of the day. That's just bad parenting at the end of the day. My kids I would never allow them to be that unsupervised to where they would be able to even do something like that. You know what I mean? But no, I don't think video games inherently make people violent or crazy. I think that's just something you're born with or develop. So, yeah, we'll go Drive Shaft Club. So we do have a decent bit of stims here. We're going to try to do this as clean and fast as possible. Now, the only problem is the building this play cart is in, that room, it's in that big warehouse. I think you guys, it's the same one where you got to go down and help Mickey get the little doohickey bars. It's the play cart's in like a tiny little room, but I think if you stand in the far back corner, you can do bloater gas without getting hit. I don't remember though. So we're going to be finding this out the hard way. On the job training. Nothing wrong with a little bit of OJT, right, guys? But we do have scent block. We got plague cures. I got the Wilkerson special reserves, 2 bloater gas grenades, and some flares, and we have a smoke grenade along with this. This should be a perfect kit for taking out a play cart. Like, Brianna, how you doing? I've never played Life is Strange. No, that's actually a game we were talking about. Checking out. Oh shit! I should have emptied this out. Okay,
I wish I had room for it. That's a lot of stuff.
Imagine you have to show your IG to watch GTA 6 stream. Yo, could you imagine? I mean, it is kind of possible. The only way that would be able to happen like that, though, is YouTube.
That's a lot of stuff.
Would have to age restrict all GTA content on their sites. So they would have to. I don't know if you guys have ever clicked on a video on YouTube and it will say like, oh, you have to be like 18 years old or verify your account in order to watch, because they want to verify that you're over the age of 18 in order to watch the video. So it is possible. It is definitely possible for GTA, but I highly doubt it that they would age restrict it. I'm not saying impossible, it's just very improbable. Evolutionless, what's going on? Your stream got me back so hard into State of K2 again. I have a vacation, don't have the time. Thank you for all your good work, all the good work you do. Love your content. Wish you and the family a wonderful day. Jard Game, I appreciate you, dude. I appreciate you. All right, wish me luck, guys, because it's about to go down. But seriously, I appreciate the love. I appreciate the support. I hope everybody again is having a good day today. We're about to get our noodle slurp, but if we kill this play cart, we will be down to single-digit play carts, guys.
The air feels warm.
Damn,
and
that's a hell of a horde.
So gross.
I'm doing good, Evolution. Doing good, brother man. I don't know why I'm looting that. See how that works, chat?
I do not want to be in here for long. Can't let it get back up.
So I need to figure out how I want to do this. But this is the corner I was talking about. I'm pretty sure we should be okay from the bloater gas blasts here. Hold on one second. I have the pierogies earlier. From the pan, if you want those. Those little potato cheese things. Okay, you could go have something else. Yep. So
Fire in the hole! More of that.
seriously,
There's one left.
mess that up.
Uh-oh, only one left. Oh, that was nice. Almost out of that. I can't keep swinging this thing. Now is it really so hard? This is seriously too heavy.
So those are a little messy. We definitely utilized a lot more than we needed to on that heart, but we got it done. Again, I'd rather overspend than risk my life trying to be cheap, you know? we're going to be moving our outpost to this location.
Aim for the head. This is seriously too heavy. Not possible.
So we got to break down the... So guys, I actually had a super educated question I wanted to ask. Not really all that educated. But it's a question I'm actually curious about in the community regarding State of Decay 3. You guys ready for this question? I want your guys' answer.
Marching forward, it's okay to look back and remember the dead. Our grief, it's what makes us human.
Mutual defense and people to trade with? Hell yeah, sign me up with the network.
So, in your opinion, seeing where the industry's going with games, pricing, you know, game quality, length, replayability,
I'm sure glad to be part of this team.
and taking State of Decay 2
Appreciate that.
into consideration, you know, how the game released, what it is now, what do you guys think the price of State of Decay 3 will be? Like, how expensive do you guys think it? Because in my opinion, I'm under the impression that it's going to be full price, $70 video game.
Outpost secure and ready to go. And honestly, this place might be worth even more sprucing up.
Okay, so all right. So a lot of people are in my same mindset. That's what actually a super. I was wondering. I was like, man, I wonder, you know, what do people also think how expensive the game? Because that's what I think. I think it's gonna be a full price $70 video game. I mean, we already know State of Decay 3 is going to be a day one Game Pass game, so that's a dub right there. Anyways, that's a super big dub. Pop off this. I don't even know if I really want to carry this rifle though. Yeah, I mean, I got Game Pass too, and I'll buy the game on Steam too. Yeah, for sure. Okay, so let's go and let's see. We're gonna loot this location out first. Mario Kart is $80 game. No, it's not. Seriously? Is it really $80 Mario Kart? Woo! That's heavy. So we already pretty much looted this whole entire area out here. There wasn't very much left. This place was a bust. This had an enclave in it. Let's go over here and guess, yeah, we'll start hitting. No, you know what? Let's loot out the rest of this neighborhood here. Let's loot out the rest of this neighborhood here. One. That's wild, dude. Like, there's been so many barrels, guys. I forgot we had that repair on there too that we could use.
Finish it off.
Well, Billy, hey man, like I said, if your financial situation is not that great, man, I always tell people, if you have an Xbox or a PC, just get Game Pass, brother, man. Billy, I'm telling you, you might not be able to play every single game that drops if it's not a Game Pass, but like almost every, you know, especially Microsoft title that's dropped recently, dude, they're all available day one on Game Pass. And even if you're like, dude, I can't afford to pay for Game Pass all year, just wait until the month State of Decay 3 drops and buy it for that month. You're going to spend $20 and then you'll have the whole entire month to play State of Decay 3. 30 straight days that you could play the game 24 hours a day, 7 days a week if you really want to really get your money's worth out of it. And if, say it is a $70 game on release, you just got that $70 game for 20 bucks and you got a whole month to play it. And then, you know, wait until your financial situation gets a little bit better, dude. And then go back and, you know, if it's something that you want to buy, either buy Game Pass again or, you know, buy the full game. But yeah, for sure, dude, you could save yourself so much money just buying Game Pass.
That's a plague bloater.
Doctor, that is an insane super chat. I'd pay this much for State of Decay 3, especially if State of Decay 3 releases with features and such that State of Decay 2 is currently. Yeah, that was my main thing, is trying to figure out, you know, where do we think State of Decay 3 is going to be on release, you know, feature wise. Like, is it because right now, like State of Decay 2, I feel like is probably one of the most underpriced games in history. Now, I understand why the devs did what they did with this game, mainly because when State of Decay 2 first released, it was kind of meh. No bullshit, guys. It was kind of meh. There wasn't a whole lot of content in the game. The replayability was there somewhat, but there was no difficulty levels. The game was very, very easy. It was kind of boring after 4 playthroughs. So at the time State of Decay released, it was a $30 game or I think it was $40 if you got the Ultimate Edition.
Okay, we're zombie free.
Does anybody know? Was it 30 or 40 bucks? I think it was $30 for the base, $40 for the Ultimate.
Could be worse.
$34.99 for the base. It was somewhere. I knew it was around 30 or 40 bucks, right? And if they never charged for anything after that. So you got your $130 purchase, right? And that carried you all the way through the whole entire life of this game. 30 bucks got you all of the, you know, Juggernaut edition. It got you the freaking Homecoming. It got you so much content for that one purchase. Even if State of Decay 2, in my personal opinion, even if it was a $120 video game, I still feel to this day, I mean, it's 7, 8 years later, I'm still playing it. You know, I definitely feel like I've gotten my money's worth out of this damn game. Like I said, even at 120 bucks, I still got, I got my money's worth out of this game. So, but I do feel like State of Decay 2 is one of those games that could have been a $60, $70 game in its current form easily. But obviously, you know, when it released, it wasn't there yet. Patrick, dude, said I'd pay this much for the Black Plague card. Get out of here, dude. Get out of here. What do you think they can change in the multiplayer in State of Decay 2? Everything. Yeah, that's a question we could talk about, because they talked about the shared world multiplayer experience already. So the multiplayer system in State of Decay 3 is supposed to be based off of like a shared world system. And with the shared world system, what means the people you're playing with share the world. Like, it's almost like I don't know if you guys have played Grounded and seen how Grounded shared world works. But State of Decay 3 will work the same way. So like, say me, Rocio, and Sinister all have a world that we're playing co-op in together, right? Right now, the way State of Decay 2 is you have to log in. You guys can't play in my world unless I'm online. So you guys would have to... It's gonna suck.
I'm so exhausted.
But yeah, the way the game is currently, you could only join this world and play with me if I'm online. But with a shared world, how that works is even if I'm not online, you guys could log in, play, do what you need to do. If I'm like, hey man, I'll be at work today from noon to 6. Can you hop on? You know, head over, loot this area, do this, 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 and this, and then when I get home, you know, I'll help you out. We can go do this, this, and this, and this together. That's how you'll be able to play State of Decay 3, from my understanding of how shared world works. Is like, and then, you know, I could log on, you could log off, and you both can play like the same in the same world. Now, I don't know if it will be like different communities. I think from what we read in that article, it's like you guys will play the same community, but you know, you guys will both be able to play the community simultaneously, instead of it being like State of Decay 2, where it's like you're only here to kind of like help me and like that's it. Like, huge player servers of like, you know, 30-something people in State of Decay would be fucking wild, first of all. I just don't know how, like, the main issue with that is permadeaths. There's no such game that has this permadeath system like State of Decay that is a massive multiplayer game, mainly because of griefing and trolls. Even if there's no PvP implemented. Like, look at... Hold on a sec. Even with there being no PvP implemented in this game, or in the State of Decay franchise, look at our PvE maps. Even when there's no PvP, what do people do? People try to find a way to grief you still. They'll find a way to somehow drag a pack of T-Rexes over to your base in a PvE and have them wreck your shit. You know, like people try to find a way to grief, try to find a way to just make your life miserable. Even when it's not a part of the game, they just still want to mess your shit up. Like, that's just some people, they wake up in the morning and then that's what they want to do. Like, they're just like, you know, I want to mess up somebody's day today. So at the end of the day, in a game like State of Decay, where permadeath is such, in Survivors is such a thing, I don't see how massive multiplayer would work, because there would just be people who would just grief you all day. And you would lose so much. It would be a huge issue for a lot of people, for the devs. It would create a whole bunch of issues. So I don't say, that's why even on multiplayer, you know, even with the shared world multiplayer, you really got to trust who you're playing with, guys, because if it's intertwined. Like your friend could really mess your community up. Like you could log off, be at work, your friend could get on, do something dumb, and get your community wiped. And
I don't think there's anything left to find.
you know, that's not necessarily the game's fault. It's just, it is what it is. You know what I mean? So you got to really be careful, even with the shared world. You could get unintentionally griefed by your friends or somebody that you met online in the Discord server and they wanted to play with you. And then all of a sudden, you know, they jump into your game and you start building some shit up. You say the wrong thing, piss them off, and they ruin your whole community on you. Like that can happen very, very easily. I think that's why initially with the peer-to-peer that State of Decay 2 had wasn't so bad, because if somebody was doing something dumb in your game, you could just kick them out easy. And it wasn't, you could just log off and there was no issue. But yeah, the peer-to-peer thing could be a little dangerous depending on who you're playing with. That's the game work as intended and your friendship not working as intended.
Yay! No zombies here.
Oh, Mr. Steele, what's going on? So we've been looting this area out so far. Honestly, the loot's been okay. Just a bunch of knickknacks. We'll have a good bit to sell. Another smoke grenade. That's huge for play carts. Exactly, Sinister. You know, if something does go wrong, you know, but people will always try to find a way to blame the game, because it's never their fault if they made a mistake and invited somebody they shouldn't have invited or didn't really know or trust into the game and it got ruined. It can't be their fault. You know what I mean? Come on, dude. It can't be your fault. So people, what are people going to do? They're going to go to Reddit. They're going to go to Discord. What the fuck? Why would you guys have a system like, I just had somebody completely ruin 500 hours of my hard work. They came into my community and they absolutely messed up my game, Undead Labs. Why the hell would you guys allow a system in the game where something like this could happen? That's what you're going to see. But then those same people in the same breath will turn around and complain on where's our freedom? We want to be able to do this. I want to be able to do this with my friends. I want my friends to be able to do this. And it's like, that freedom does come with a cost. It comes with a risk. Patrick, I'm getting close to that mall mission myself, dude. Yeah. So we're going to head over. We're going to hit this batch of buildings here, get some materials. You think having more Enclave hostiles and maybe some Enclave betrayals would add more to State of Decay? Yeah, I mean, I always thought roaming hostiles would be kind of like just roaming random survivor NPCs in the world that you could come across. Randomly, you know, there's no marker for them. Like, say I'm in this building and let's say we're looting, and all of a sudden, almost like a Last of Us type of moment, the game could fucking spawn them in for all I care. And all of a sudden, you hear somebody talking. I'm gonna go check this building. You guys watch my back, and you're like, oh fuck, there's people here. You know what I mean? And now you're in a situation where you got, like, I always thought something like that would be a really cool dynamic for State of Decay. Maybe like, kind of like Stalker, like that kind of situation where like the human enemies are like more mobile. I would like the enclaves to kind of like always, but I wouldn't mind seeing like mobile human enemies in State of Decay. Not even really necessarily bad enclaves. Like they could just completely do away with bad enclaves for all I care and never see them again if they were to have something like spawned in NPCs that we could run into and shoot it out with in the streets and stuff like that. I think that would be something a lot cooler than, yeah, you know. But I really want them to, you know, dig deeper into the enclave system. I feel like that's a big one for a lot of people. But as for like the bad enclaves, it's a really hard thing because it's like, the system in State of Decay 2, they could take out the enemy enclaves, and honestly I feel like people would probably be happier. Realistically, I honestly think if they took out enemy human enclaves in State of Decay 2, there would be some, but I don't think anybody likes them. Like, nobody likes them. I don't even like them as a system. I think it's quite half-baked. It doesn't really feel good. They're just like these stationary people that hate you for no reason. You know, so I feel like roaming bandits would be a much better system than like enemy enclaves. Well, honestly, like, yeah, they could completely remove enemy enclaves from the game, and I could give a shit less. If anything, they're more. Well, I mean, even in lower difficulties, you can kill them in one shot. Gruesome, and even when they were easy to kill, it was still boring. Them making them not die in one hit in higher difficulties added a little bit of interest to them because, yeah, you could kill the humans just as easy as any zombie in the game. You just boop, little 22 to the head, they died. Oh yeah, you can kill them super easy, dude. So yeah, I thought on, like, you know, what could they do to really build on the like the enclave system, how they could make it better, or like the enemy enclave system. But I don't know. I feel like it's one of those time things. It's like, you know, the enclave system in entirety needs a lot of work. Starting, I feel like what's more important is the friendly enclaves. I feel like we need to see more depth and utility and things like that with friendly enclaves. Once they nail something like that down and they make sure that the friendly side of the enclave system is fully fleshed out and beautiful and humming and feels great, then yeah, then we can figure out how the hell to make the enemy ones. Because I don't even know how to make the enemy ones work without just feeling like annoying little stationary bases. But if it was more like maybe like a spawn point for, like, say, those roaming bandit enemies you could run into, maybe something like that would be pretty cool. Like how they kind of have the infestation system in this game. Maybe it was something like that with the human enemy enclave that was like a stationary thing.
This is seriously too heavy.
And then they kind of branch out and they'll go and like walk around certain. I don't know, but yeah, I feel like they need to figure out the good enclaves first. Figure that shit out, nail that down to it's a perfect system, and then kind of focus on all the other stuff. Soul Reaper, hey, thank you so much, dude, for the 5. Yo, I'm watching Bleach right now, brother. What feature or game mechanic, confirmed or not, are you wanting the most for State of Decay 3? Can't really talk about it. What's a confirmed feature in State of Decay 3, guys? I'm trying to think back to the trailer. It's been a little bit. I guess I'm interested to see what they do with the plague system in State of Decay 3. So like that I really, because that was actually one of my my argue points. If you guys remember early on, before that trailer was a thing, I thought Blood Plague was done and over with. I thought it was gone. And it was one of those things that I thought the goal of State of Decay 2 was to take out the Blood Plague, and then State of Decay 3 would focus on something else. And then we seen that trailer, and then we seen Plague, and I was like, okay.
This place is a bust.
So, Blood Plague's not gone. And it looked real nasty. So Blood Plague's not gone. Now I'm kind of like, all right, where are they going to go with it now? Like, what is the plague system going to be like, you know, going forward? Because the play cards in State of Decay 2, like, it was a cool addition. They really added a lot to them with, you know, plague territory and the infestation system, tying the two systems together. They did a solid job there. So now I'm like, dude, where could they go for State of Decay 3 with this? You know, like, that's something I'm excited to see, like, how they're gonna build on that system. So, you know, like at the end of the trailer there, they drove that bridge, had all the freaking like, who knows what the hell they're gonna do with this system, guys. So yeah, I'm really interested to see what they do with the plague system. As for the animals,
This is seriously too heavy.
I've already said it, guys, as much as I can say, and Brant was even here the other day apologizing for that first trailer, and we talked about it a little bit. If you guys are going into, I'm just gonna be straight up honest. I don't think we're gonna see zombie deer running around State of Decay 2 or State of Decay 3. I don't see it. I never really put thought into it initially, like when that trailer first came out. And then over the years, the devs have kind of, like, Brant was, I think he talked about it on Reddit one time, and there was other conversations that some of the devs had on other platforms, and they were kind of talking about that first trailer. And I said it the other stream, and I'll say it again. Take that first trailer of State of Decay 3 and just pretend it never happened. Legitimately. Just act like it never happened. Not saying that we won't see, you know, like Lycran's saying, like, wildlife. Do I think there's a potential for us to maybe still see huntable wildlife or deer or things like, yeah, I still think that's definitely something that we could see. But as for, like, zombie animals, it doesn't even fit the lore, chat. Like, you know, it doesn't even fit the lore of the game. So I don't see it. Okay, so we'll hit this backside. Yeah, we'll park up in that parking lot. So he's gonna follow me. That sucks. We might be able to get away from him. Yeah, we should be okay over here. Yeah, we're fine. We're fine. Talking about the very first trailer, the trailer that dropped in 2020, like the contents of the trailer, I would still take, you know, weather, you know, because that was something that was even confirmed in the second trailer. But as for, like, the wolf and the zombie deer and like yeah, that would. There's no weather at all in this game. Yeah, there's no rain, there's no clouds. Yeah, it's just always sunny outside. So we do got to swap her out. I mean, she's been rolling for a bit, Chad. We did the plague heart with her and everything. How about this? Plague hearts meld with freaks. Oh, Jesus Christ. So plague heart on a jug body with detachable ferals. I don't even know how I'd feel about a walking plague heart. Like, I mean, the fusing of the plague hearts with other freaks kind of makes sense, but only certain freaks that I've seen so far. I think, what was it? If you remember, the plague walls in Heartland were comprised of bloaters. And, yeah, you could literally see, like, it was like a bloater, and then it, like, developed into, like, this other stuff. Now, like, as there being, like, I could see maybe, like, something like a feral being kind of, like, embedded into the, and then, like, breaking out, and, like, but even that would be some, like, Last of Us type shit right there. That would be wild, dude. Kind of like the stalkers in The Last of Us, how they're like embedded into the crust. And then they like peel themselves out. That would be wild.
I guess that's worth something.
Ooh, nice. So max stealth so she could fast search now. Explode. I've never even heard of that. So they added a bunch of new like clothing to the game. Combat helmet. That's like an old like World War II style helmet. One of the big requests for play carts that I've seen, very, very common request for State of Decay 2, I actually talked about this prior, is one of the big things I've seen people asking for is can you make it so infestations, if left too long, turn into play carts? And I think I've seen that request for this game, shit, ever since I started playing it. I think that's been one of the highly requested things. People were like, oh, you know, we want to see more spread. We want plague hearts to be able to develop on the map. Where right now in State of Decay 2, the plague hearts are a finite thing. Like they're just on the map and that's it. There's a set amount of them. You clear them, you're done. There is no like spreading of plague hearts or like they kind of changed that with the infestations. Now the infestations kind of spread because of the plague hearts. But yeah, it's there is no plague heart mechanic when it comes to like the spreading. So that is, it would be cool to see if they implemented something like that. Hey, laid back, dude, with the super chat, man. How about a flying freak? I don't know if zombies should take flight. I don't know. I might find that a little immersion breaking. But, you know, a feral being able to jump like on top of this truck and then on top of that roof, I would be like, I bet. But if something was actually like taking flight and like flying around, I would find that to be a little weird. Maybe birds, like maybe some like, I think birds are like the only way that you could really pull that off without it feeling like weird. Like there's some giant flying bat vampire things. It's crazy that my survivors actually get
I left a
quite leveled.
package
This
for you guys.
I usually beat the game relatively quick to the point where I don't really invest a whole lot into the skills of my survivors. We beat the game before. That's usually a factor for me. So it's kind of cool to be at this point where it's like, damn, we're like 4 gold traits deep right now. I am going to swap over to the crossbow though, so we can do a little more shooting. And we'll save our bullets. Now, there was that triple barrel situation across the bridge here. They're right here at the corner. So, ooh. Let's see here. I got an idea, chat. First try. Soul with another super chat. Man, I want to say thank you guys. You guys are going absolutely ham with the amount of support you guys are out here. That's crazy. Any tips on how to deal with black plague hearts on lethal? Give me 1 second, True Reds. I'll try to answer that as much as I can. I would like to see them make the game more terrifying. They already have the survival pipe down. Kind of leaning more into the horror side. Yeah, I could see that. You know, yeah, making the game feel a little bit more eerie, a little more scary. Kind of a little bit of like a vibe shift. Yeah, I can see that.
Now that's heavy.
But as for black plague hearts on Lethal Zone, the main thing you want to do is you do want to do the mission and figure out what they are weak to. All right, that's the first thing you definitely want to take care of when it comes to the black plague hearts. Once you found out what they're weak to, you have to make sure you try to kill them with that method. But it's hard for me to tell you what's the best way to do it because it really depends on what the method of killing them is. Because if it's melee, then you kind of just do what my normal strategy would be. If it's fire or guns, you know what I mean? It kind of really just depends. Yeah, I was really hoping to be able to snipe these barrels, but I don't even see them anymore. So we're good there. They're gone.
That's a lot of stuff.
Yeah, so there's no modular base building. Matthew, thank God. I know some of you base building fanatics might not, but I feel like modular base building like 7 days would ruin this game for me personally. But yes, there is bases in this game, but like somebody said, they're predefined locations that are like suitable for your base, and then in those locations you can build different structures, facilities, watchtowers, like, but it's all like a slot predefined layout type of deal. There is base customization. You can choose how you want to do it, but yeah, there's no like, oh, you know what? I want to turn this building into a base and then like building walls and stuff like that. No, it's not that kind of game at all. That's actually one of the things that makes State of Decay unique, is its base build, the way its bases are designed. I feel like every survival game under the sun uses that same exact modular build, fucking 4 walls, box style building like every game. I feel like they're all the same. Rust, Daisy, freaking Scum. All of them. They're all the same. And I felt like the way that Dismay, bro. Thank you for the glizzy, bro. I appreciate you. How you doing today, Dismay, bro? It's good to see you, brother, man. Doctor's over here actually trying to spawn in the black play card. It's not gonna happen, guys. I got the game. All right, we're good. Yeah, had to make sure it wasn't. All right, we're in good shape right now, guys. We're in good shape. I don't think. So this is the Pillsbury Exhibition Hall.
Oh, this might be useful.
It's not a materials site, so I'm not exactly sure what we're gonna get out of here. A map that you can play as any survivors you want, dude. Yeah. The survivors are randomly generated. So when you start the game off, you roll for characters and you pick whoever you want to, whatever they all have different names, they all have different specialties, and yeah, it's like you get to go through an endless list of predefined characters. And if you only want dudes in your community, only roll dudes, and then only recruit dudes. Or if you only want girls in your community, then only roll chicks. There's a lot of choice when it comes to that. The girls, in my opinion, are probably I have the best luck with them. I feel like they live longer.
Looks clear to me.
Like, I think all of my best survivors in this game are all females. My number 1 survivor that I love out of all of my survivors is Emily. She's really good.
Again.
Might actually stroll. I don't know if they're just gonna play around on that barrier all day. Scylla, thank you so much for this. No black plague heart dance. Scylla, I appreciate you. Do I think there'll be a Daybreak or a similar DLC with Prestige system in State of Decay 3?
Nothing more to find here.
Highly doubt it. That was a State of Decay 2. I mean, I'm not saying there won't be another game mode in State of Decay 3, like, potentially, but I don't foresee them, like, redoing, like, if they were to do something, I feel like they would do something completely different. Because they had ideas for Daybreak even in this game. It was supposed to be so much more than what it even is now. But yeah, I don't think they would go with that same type of horde mode system. That was cool back then, you know. That was back with Gears of War. Like horde modes were like very popular in like from like 2015 to like 2020 time frame. I feel like horde modes were kind of the thing, especially with Gears of War driving that. But I don't think a horde mode nowadays would really do much for State of Decay as a series. I feel like it's an outdated game mode. But that's, I mean, there's people that still obviously enjoy horde modes. And when I say it's an outdated game system, obviously that is just my opinion. But I don't personally feel like a horde mode would do much for State of Decay 3. Surround Dead had a good idea. Yeah, Surround Dead, the way their Plague Heart situation was, they had like secondary parts. It was like, it was a bigger deal. Like, you know, where State of Decay, it's like you only have to kill one Plague Heart. There was like multiple things you had to kill before you could even damage the Plague Heart. It was like, it was weird. But it was a cool system. It was a lot more engaging. But no, it was solid for sure. 3 ferals. We don't want that smoke. Dismay, bro, what's your name?
Maybe you should just go ahead and get over yourself, huh?
Let me talk to you. Let me buy you a drink. Dismay, bro, might be a little too young for that.
I gotta rest a sec.
Dismay, bro, might be a little too young for that. I would like to loot this out, but with that triple feral pack over there, I don't want that smoke. Yo, T-Pain is the GOAT without auto-tune. He won the mask, the other competition. He was the monster in the mask like performers there. It's like almost like an American Idol, like the voice type competition, and they take like famous people and they all wear like a suit, and they got to go through the whole competition singing, and then like throughout the whole thing they try to figure out who it is. And yo, T-Pain was, oh my god, he was so good. I didn't even like, there was one song he sang, it was an old rock song. It might have been like American Woman, something like that. I think he did American Woman. And I could kind of hear it in his voice. I was like, man, that kind of sounds like T-Pain. That sucks. Oh, that sucks even more. Nope, don't get out that way, lady. Listen. Two. Okay, well that works. It was all part of my plan, chat. Was to actually block off the bridge like a straight up fucking boss. That was the plan the whole time. Of course it was. Yeah, he sang "Buy Me a Drink." There was like a no auto tune song he did with like two dudes. He's like on stage, and the one's like playing the piano. That shit was so good. I always knew T-Pain was a good singer though, because like the thing with the auto tune, because like my brother's he's into music and stuff like that. The thing about auto tune is like, yes, like almost anybody can sing with auto tune, but it sounds not that great. Like, but the better you are at singing, the better your auto tune will sound. And that's why T-Pain's auto tune things sounded so good, was because he could actually fucking sing. But yeah, he didn't need it. It was just like a gimmick for him. All right, so my goal is to kill these ferals. We could do this right now. There's only 2 of them, so they split off, which is nice. Yeah, I'll be playing the open beta for Battlefield. I don't know if I'll have access to it this weekend, though. I gotta see how the access is gonna even work for that.
The armor's gone.
Was that one of my 2? Or was that just a whole separate feral?
Feral incoming. I should reload. Fire in the hole! Running out of fuel.
Fuck out of myself. With no heals, of course.
And I'm out. That was
As weird as it seems like it's getting worse over here. Heads up. Elevated senses. Ooh, that curveball sucks, dude.
I should reload. Last mag in.
Yeah, the thing about elevated senses is I would definitely stay away from base if it covers your base location. You are going to get so many attacks, dude. I almost had a freaking community wipe because of that damn curveball. So I think we're okay. Brought some fire with me to help deal with the ferals. The problem with triple feral or multi-feral fights is they swarm you pretty quick, and it takes a lot of stamina. So generally what you try to do is you try to burn them and then run. Usually I burn them and run, but if you're trying to burn them and fight, it's a little harder to pull off. But you want to shoot them while they're rolling around on the ground. M Machine, thank you for the super chat, man. State of Decay 3 has had the Gears team help them with improved fidelity, and the Grounded team with improving the servers and peer-to-peer should be cool. Nah, for real. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited. Yeah, I think State of Decay 3, for me personally, it's one of my most anticipated titles. I don't know for you guys. I mean, a lot of you guys watching this are probably huge fans of State of Decay. Yeah. Oh, there it is. Okay, so it is not over my base, which is awesome. We're in luck, guys. We're in luck of where that popped up. So we're gonna push the car in here a little bit. Hopefully get a repair kit. You're a whole bitch, dude.
It's not dead yet. Almost out.
Priscilla with another super chat. No change in the frequency. It is more than stressful enough. If the Black Plague Heart was meant to be, it will be, right? Yeah, driving without doors is a little risky, Sinister, but the problem is this playthrough, it's been so tight with resources. I got parts though. I could splurge a little bit, but in this mod, the repair kits are damn near 200 parts a piece. So it's like you really got to pick and choose when you want to repair your vehicle, because it's like if you do it too soon and the vehicle's only at freaking let's just say like what, your doors are gone but your engine's fine, boom, right there, repair kit. That's crazy. No food though. That's kind of wild. But like right now we got a busted up engine and no doors. I'm for sure putting this repair kit on. I've already played Prototype 1 and 2 on the channel. Yeah, there's playlists for both those games. I absolutely loved Prototype. Those games are freaking amazing. All right, so we got our vehicle fixed now. I also did some research, guys, into that whole State of Decay 3 going on to PlayStation deal. And there is no credible, like, thing that's saying is that, like, it's actually gonna, but, like, it's gonna happen. But there's also, like, a lot of evidence of just, like, where the direction of Xbox releases. Games like Forza, I think Forza 5 released and was like the #1 selling game on PlayStation. And I'm pretty sure Xbox, Microsoft, these game studios see that. And I wouldn't say it's impossible, put it that way. But I also didn't find anything that said it was going to happen either. It's just kind of like a speculated type of deal. I pull the vehicle up to the wall like that, GP, so nobody can get to it. The engine. But would you change the frequency for us? Nah, dude, we're not. The frequency is good. We don't want, because if the thing is if we crank it up, guys, we're just gonna lose. Like, it's not even gonna. It's just gonna become too hard, way too much. We could barely keep up with what's happening right now. You can pre-download it now. I did on PS5, early access code for Thursday and Friday. Yeah, then I'll be playing it Saturday or Sunday too, Matthew. Is it on Steam too? You could just like pre-download. I have to go check it. I've not played any of the Infamous games. That was a game that was recommended by you guys. People said that they're really cool. They're kind of like the Prototype games, so I might check them out at some point.
Special delivery.
You guys sit here and you sit here and say the Infamous games are amazing, but then I'll stream it and we'll have like 2 people watching us play it.
I can't keep this
Where the
up.
hell did that horde come?
Fire in the hole! Damn it. Last one. Aim for the head.
Ridiculous. A knife only challenge? I've done a melee only challenge, Twisted and State of Decay. You talking about in this mod? I would never do a knife only challenge. I wouldn't be able to beat it. Like a knife only challenge for this mod would be like, oh, you know, would you play State of Decay blindfolded? It's like, no. It's like, is it possible? I guess so. Hold on one sec, guys. Oh, not in this mod, just base game. Yeah, I could beat. I mean, I could probably beat base game State of Decay with a knife only. The Juggernaut right outside this damn building over there, but I think we might be okay. No. So if you got to kill a feral at knife only, there's, like I said, there's ways to play around anything. You would have to make sure that all of your survivors had powerhouse. Yeah, you would have to lean hard into things like powerhouse. Then it kind of comes down to that is a one feral. Kind of playing with fire right here, chat. But yeah, you would just want to run powerhouse.
Nothing more to kill here.
For the drop kick. Then you can one shot the ferals with that. Back door being open. This is a little sus. It depends on, is knife our only melee weapon? Can we still use fire? Can we use consumables? Can we throwables? It all really depends on like the playthrough and like how. Because if you're like, oh yeah, you can't use anything other than a knife, like no fire, no, then that kind of changes everything up. Food.
Nothing more to find here. Let's go.
Jig Street shirts, really? No, if I were to make a Jig Street shirt, it would say no to Jig Street. With like a... Got that fucking door back, dude. Damn, look at those fucking ferals. But what the fuck is happening right now?
Take that, you feral fuck.
Yo, those running across the water like that with the green eye. Yo, that was freaky, Chad. What the fuck?
Isabella, Mickey just told me where you went. Are you sure you're ready to go back there?
Relax, Doc. I know what I'm doing.
Okay then. Just be careful, alright?
We'll head over to the bounty broker and get my bounties right now too. Said we were gonna do that last stream and then we never did. I wanted to also check this building over here. For some reason there's loot in it again.
Supplies delivered. Go me.
Yeah, we had 4 ferals on us. There was 3 that ran up, and then we had the one from the horde that came behind us. We had 1 feral and then the 3 in the front on that bridge with no door on our try. That was a pretty sketchy situation to have ourselves in.
There, trouble.
They would have killed you too. You died. The facts. Until you died from it. They would have probably killed me a little bit. Nah, not really. I'm really the master of killing things a little bit. They would have killed me a lot. No respect. Like we're flying through these damn bolts, man. So that should be solid resources. Thinking that we're gonna oh yeah, you know what, screw it, we'll just craft up more bolts. I'm a little skeptical because we've just had such a hard time with materials this whole playthrough, and it's like now we finally have some and I feel like I'm just blowing through them. But before we head over there to get that truck, we're gonna go ahead and want to loot this building up really quick.
Let's move on.
Yeah, see, both of these buildings for some reason spawned a extra resource in them. It's probably from a quest. Sometimes that happens, like pre-looted buildings will all of a sudden have loot in them again, and it's because a quest will pop up and like put loot in the building. But we'll see if it's anything worth it.
Oh look, more nothing.
Is that my base shooting us? Isby.
Yeah. Maybe I should clear the rest out now. I can't catch my breath. I'm almost out of those.
The hell? What the hell?
I should reload.
I'd like to see on State of Decay skills like rare, play with one character, unlock different skills. So yeah, the only problem with that though is if they make skills too rare, I feel like it's okay for them to have rare skills, kind of like this one. They have, you know, Blood Plague Survivor, well, traits. I feel like when it comes to skills, like if the developers for State of Decay were to make really rare skills, where I do feel like that would increase the importance of said individual survivor. What would end up happening would be you would be at the mercy of RNG. And depending on how rare the skill was, RNG is not pleasant. You know what I mean? I've seen people rolling for 10 plus hours trying to get a Blood Plague Survivor, while somebody else will sit there and spin a game up and get a Blood Plague Survivor like we did the other day on the first roll. So having players at the mercy of RNG with like random skills can, like, yeah, it's good in one aspect, but then it's horrible in another, especially if the skill is like meta and super good, people are going to want it. So then it becomes this RNG super rare thing to something people are going to endlessly try to farm and get, and then it's going to build frustration and grind, and it's not going to be a good thing. So it's like if they have really cool, really rare stuff like that, they have to like implement like another way for you to be able to get it. Because yeah, like sitting there rolling Blood Plague Survivors, that shit's for the birds. You know, I hate it. But like if you really want to optimize, like you're going to do it, but you're not going to be happy about it. It's not fun. It doesn't make the game better. It just adds a point of frustration for people to the point where they're like trying to download mods so they can just get the trait. All right, let's go get this freaking truck. The Trumbull 4x4. God damn it, Queen Johnny, you can't give it away. I got him going, dude. I got him hooked.
Plague zombies in all directions. Better be careful.
Oh, this is so close to Bonnie Broker. What, baby? Oh. God damn, that's a lot of zombies. None. Go steal it. Brad, how you doing today, brother, man? It's good to see you, dude, for real. I hope the day's treating you well. Stock bounties. Get our 150. Get our truck. Oh, critical response is out. So critical response actually has a pretty nice gun. This one here is a really, really solid weapon. 9mm with a built-in suppressor. We could try to get that right now. You only got to kill 14 freaks. Any freak counts. Bloaters, screamers, pharaohs, they all count. And then 416 is a pretty decent one too. This fire axe is pretty decent. Kill 2 screamers with rifles. Not bad either. For this police carbine. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because he's a cheater. He's a cheater. Oh, I forgot about this. Yeah. Yeah, so they got the... I forgot about this gun here. The only problem is, in order to get this gun, you got to kill 75 or 65 zombies while crouched with a revolver. Now, the Danger Dog PPSH, that one wasn't suppressed, right? No, I think that one is suppressed. I think the Danger Dog is suppressed, guys. I could be absolutely full of shit. I feel like it's suppressed. So the truck's over at my base. Yeah, I'm gonna get the cake. I was trying to get a couple of those pretty easy bounties for the most part. Ten bloaters with pistols. That will overlap with the other 14 freaks. I think what we'll do is we'll go do some zombie hunting right now. Go do some zombie hunting. Actually, we'll keep this. Got the fire there. We need a pistol now. Okay, so we got the PO7 Pro 25 round 9mm pistol. That's a good one. Throw that on there. All right, so we should be able to do our bloaters with that. Actually, we'll do Isby's mission here. That will get me the plague zombies with fire. Because I think we get attacked by all plague zombies during that mission.
Not seeing much.
I'm following up on a weird radio. Roger, roger. So I have some theories about this weird signal, but I can't prove anything. Not yet. That's why I need to get over to Jurassic Junction and pick up some of my old gear. The setup is kind of wrecked, but I can
The new
salvage
Dairy
some
Queen.
useful bits.
Dude, we don't even have Dairy Queen. Like, that doesn't exist where I live. Truck actually looks really cool. But Caramel Blizzard sounds delish. Yeah, we don't got no Dairy Queens. We don't have Sonic. We don't have Wawa's, Whataburger. We don't have none of that up here.
Okay, I can do this. I can do this.
Got something on your mind?
Damn, I hit the shit out that mailbox.
This place, it's bad news.
Got it.
No, we got burned dairy.
Okay, never mind. Definitely not ready for this.
Come on, this place can't be that bad.
This truck actually drives really
Not the
good.
place, it's the memories. Go, go, go! My relay was installed over by where the fuel tank
Used to be?
technically it's still there, it's just Hey, we've got company. Dead. All around us.
I'm tired. Fire the hole!
God damn it, I forgot the, you gotta throw it on the gas pumps in this location. That's the ladder works. Okay, we got our bounty done.
I need to be careful. I have a bad feeling about this plan. I have a bad feeling about this plan. I have a bad feeling about this plan.
I didn't want to buy those, but I have no other stam items on me like that. And I just realized that those snacks we grabbed aren't going to be enough.
And we're down to the last one.
This is it.
That fuel tank isn't broken. It's wrecked.
That wasn't supposed to happen.
Isn't that the same thing?
Things just got out of hand. Should be safe enough that I can start looking around.
You sure you don't want to talk about what happened here?
There's nothing much to say. I was being stubborn, and people got killed. Doesn't matter anymore.
Hey, come talk for a minute?
Nah, leave me
All right.
alone. Leave me
Anyway, I
alone.
need to grab those
I don't want to
parts. Where's
hear
my bag?
any curveballs, dude.
You got it.
Keep the Zeds off of me, will you? This shouldn't take long.
Definitely.
Good shot.
Sorry, no time to talk!
With all the fuel that poured out of that tank, nobody's ever living here again.
This is in even worse shape than I thought.
Did you say White Castle is cheeks? The White Castle is delicious. If you get with them little baby onions and shit. Oh my god. Those little burgers are so good. I eat like 15 of them little burgers.
I'm all done. Let's get the hell out of here.
You sure you don't need any more time?
I feel like people that say White Castle is horrible are the people that like try to buy the White Castle from like the grocery store. You know what I mean? They try to buy the ones from the grocery store and cook them at the house, and then they thought they ate White Castle, and it's like no, no, is different. You cook them shits in the microwave. That's why they were nasty. Like when you get real fresh white, like the buns like melt, chat. They like turns almost into like a liquid. You just slurp them shits. You don't even gotta fucking chew them, chat. They just little melty bit. Oh.
Thanks for the help. I should get back to the ranger station. The doc's probably worried about me.
Should I be worried about you too? You seem a little shaken up.
No, I'll be fine. Just some bad memories I'm trying to get past. Okay, I got a little emotional, but I'm over that now, honest.
Got it.
I'll call you when I know more about the signal, okay?
Be seeing ya.
I think Mickey contacted us too. I don't even want to know what this freaking... I don't even want to know what this curveball is going to be. Hopefully nobody's getting sick.
Hey, don't forget we need to do something about these plague hearts.
Elevated census is over, baby. Debbie, don't listen to them. Don't listen to them. They're all just White Castle haters. Okay, thick skin, not bad.
Thanks.
Yeah, so we could do Mickey's mission here too. I want to kind of look through the box. I want to see what we've amassed here. So, yeah, we gotta
This is such a stupid waste of energy.
get rid of this.
Are you kidding me? Drop dead.
Damn, bro, relax. What the fuck? That gun is shot. Wait, is this guy my weapon handler? He is. So, for those of you guys that don't know, if you, in this mod specifically, generally you don't have to worry about it in a normal game. But in this mod, repairing guns and stuff like that, it's just parts, all that stuff's very, very hard to come by. So, I always advise you to have at least one weapon handler in your community. That way, if you have a situation like this with a broken gun, you put it on the guy with weapon handling and then you reload and he'll fix it.
Clear.
Oh. And now he just made the gun fixed. Now, he reduced it by 70 parts. It's no longer in the white. It's not in the best of shape, guys. Like, but it will work. Like, you'll be able to run it for a little while. Now, the only issue with that is you have to the gun has to be broken. You can't like take this gun here and like repair it. The gun has to be in a fully broken state, which means you got to be out in the field. You have to take a risk with the gun actually breaking before you can go ahead and... Oh. Yeah, we'll swap. Swap.
I'm gonna see if resting up will take care of this.
Okay, so thick skin down here. Perfect. All right, so we're good, Joe. We're good. I did want to go do a little bit of hunting real quick to see if we can get some more of this gear for the bounties. And I also wanted to look through the locker here and see what we can get rid of. And well, another thing you could do though is I believe if you have a level 3 a level 3 workshop. All right, guys, if we have a level 3 workshop and then you also put power on that workshop, it will passively repair all of the broken stuff in your locker. There's also the Red Talon repair station that does the same thing, but that one just automatically acts as a level 3. You get that from Daybreak. But I'm pretty sure if we upgraded our workshop here to a rank 3, you get passive repairs when it's powered. Maybe I'm just making that shit up. Can somebody confirm that? I feel like that was a thing. Maybe, I don't know if that was an actual thing. Now I'm getting confused. I don't know if that was a thing in the game or something that was modded. I think it was a thing though, chat. I think it was a thing. Oh.
We're under siege and need reinforcements now.
Yes.
Somebody's in trouble.
So we're going to do that quest mainly because it gives you an automatic ally. For free. For free. So we're going to go hit that right now. People are saying it's Red Talon only. That might be the case. But now we need to go verify it, chat. Where the fuck is... Oh, okay. So they're like right on the edge.
We're sending reinforcements right now.
I sure hope you're leaving now, because the clock's ticking.
Got a weird one here.
There's one freak.
Aim for the head.
All right, so that's one freak for the bounty. We already unlocked the cake. That was super easy. We got to kill 10 bloaters with pistols. Heard a bloater over that way. We'll rescue these people first because this is a time limit. 13 minutes is a long time though, so this will be okay. Of course, you know, because we're going to be hunting bloaters specifically, we're not going to find any. Watch. No screamers, no bloaters, no nothing, dude. We're going to turn into fucking green zone all of a sudden.
We have unconfirmed reports of multiple Blackhawks over New Iberia, Louisiana. If you're in that area,
Oh, we'll
I
get 3.
recommend avoiding contact for now.
Yeah, just juggernauts and pharaohs, things we don't want to fight. Damn, there's the thick skin down here. We gotta be low carry. Be greasy, dude, with a huge super chat. Thank you so much, man. It says just cuz. I appreciate the love, man. Bro, you guys have absolutely blessed the hell out of me tonight, man. I can't tell you how much I appreciate. Ooh, yeah, there it is. 2 bloaters right there. We could flick their gummies from here. Ooh, I don't know. Gotta get a little close. So we should be able to flick them.
Stay clear until the poison's gone.
2 for 1? Nope. That's 3 bloaters down so far. Jiggle bits is crazy. That's like saying I'm a... Like, what? Jiggling bits? You can't just say that. Grab a couple extra rounds here. Yeah, we're not jiggling nobody's bits. That's fucking wild talk right there.
Keep your eyes on that barrel. I won't go out that easy.
Stay alive, I'm almost there. I can't let that feral take me down.
The zombies are getting in.
I need to rest. Finish it off. Wandering around in plague territory might be a bad idea.
I got better. Beats the alternative.
Have fun. Let's get a megaphone.
Keep on fighting!
Definitely.
Oh, thank Christ for you.
It's no big deal.
Keep yourself in one piece.
Oh, the
kid.
Cleo mission's
Hello
available.
again.
That's dope.
This is Dr. Hoffman calling from Mount Tanner. Thanks to your help before, we're ready for the next stage of our work. My colleague
In the
Isabella is
butt?
already
Why would
on
they give it
site.
to you in the butt?
I'd feel better if you were there to assist her.
Doc, how many times do I have to tell you? Call me Isby.
At least it won't hurt as much as like your arm and stuff like that. I think I'd rather see. I almost said something wild right there, and then I caught myself because I was about to say something like my wife had to get the rabies shot, and I was gonna say, you know, I'd rather take it in the butt than the leg, but then that would have sounded fucking wild coming out of my mouth.
Hey, you.
That
Make a
would've been
trade?
All right.
wild. So we got some good stuff here. Yeah, we'll grab the repair kit too. So they had mats, which is beautiful. That's horrible. That sounds like not a good time. Damn, we blew through those bolts so quick, guys. That's freaking crazy. Okay, so we got our rifle here. We're just gonna do a little bit of freak hunting. But shit. We can head up on the water tower here and do a little scouting, see if we could scout some freaks. We're looking for 7 bloaters. And of course, if I wasn't looking for bloaters, they'd be everywhere. But because we specifically want bloaters, we're not going to find any of them.
Hey, listeners. I'm trying to track down a weird radio signal. If you picked up anything you can't identify, let me know.
Easby? That you? Pick up, it's okay. I just want to talk.
Found another empty one.
Dang, they had you bleeding like that? That's wild.
Okay, that's a lot of zombies.
I do have a 22. I'm actually about to go get it right now. The only issue with it is we don't know how long it's going to last, but with the professional suppressor, I should be able to get quite a few shots. And I got a decent bit of ammo, so... The only ones that we're really not going to be able to do much with is the bloaters. We're still going to have to get relatively close to them. But yeah, we could do some work with our preppers 1022. We should be able to flick some gummies from pretty far away. Yeah, we just had our guy fix this. We'll see how. Hopefully, it lasts a good bit of time. But 50 or now it's only 30 rounds in this mod. No, does that, so, yeah, see how this says assault pistol? That means it won't count. You got to make sure it just says pistol, because there is a difference between assault pistols and pistols in the game. And I don't believe the assault pistols count. All right, so let's go do some sniping. Warm up on this screamer over here. Escaping Ordinary, thank you so much for the raid. How you doing tonight? Was a screamer over there? There it is. Okay, that's some more bullshit. Of course, when we're looking for something, nowhere to be found, dude. Got 3 screamers over here, but they're all in plague territory. If I kill one, they're gonna scream like back to back and potentially wake up a plague heart. There was quite a few freaks up here in the Fairfield area. I think we're gonna head back up there because we don't have to worry about plague hearts waking up. Messing around in Marshall's just a little more risk than we need to take. There's no reason for it, realistically.
have a creeper problem. Would you be able to handle it?
I didn't even check what that one group saw. Ally bonus was. Training and advice, really? Such a bunch of scrubs, dude. Christopher, so the thing is I'm not really having issues with parts like that. With like right now I have 500 parts, but yeah, I see what you're saying though. Using influence to buy cheap weapons to mulch into parts, but like, yeah, it definitely is viable for sure. But I still don't think it's worth. Like some of these weapons get so broke. It's like 200 parts to fix a 22 caliber rifle, and it's just like, is it really worth it? You know, like that's so expensive in my opinion. Salvage furnish is super clutch too. Yeah, that's a good piece of gear right there. See how this world works, set? It's wild, man. You're looking for freaking freak zombies. They're nowhere to be found. I don't want them to show up. We got every freak zombie in the game in a 10-foot vicinity.
So, I guess it's time for me to clean up the mess you made while I was
Oh, good. Yeah, we recover pretty well when it comes to like parts.
I spotted a bloater.
Where? Yeah, she has max stealth. There we go. So the bloater has to be killed with a pistol. There's 2 of them right there. 3 of them. Beautiful. It's gonna be a little loud.
I'm so exhausted.
Dismay, bro.
Poison.
Okay, 3 more bloaters. We just need 3 more bloaters. That's multi. If I can get to a good firing position, I'd snipe those dudes, but
sorry, listener, I'm having trouble reading you.
Easy. Help. When you're ready, you know how to reach me.
Ooh, there's a bloater right there. You think I can hit him with a pistol from here, chat? It's too far. If I try to scout some up on the cell tower here. Go up there, see if we can spot a few bloaters. There are pistols in the game that have scopes on them that you can shoot some relatively good range with. A lot of them are not suppressed though, like the 44, a lot of the 357s, things like that. They could shoot pretty far, but... Oh, there's a bloater. You're a bitch.
That is poison.
This chick having max stealth, she's actually a ghost, dude. Like, we could take her and put her in Ghost Recon and she'll hold her own. Alright, let's scout this tower real quick, see if we can find one more bloater and we're done.
Empty. Let's hope the next place is better.
Nernar. Of course. Because I want to find them, we're not going to. We could drive back towards Bounty Broker. I'm like 900% sure on the way there we should see at least one bloater, right? And we'll just hop out. Put it in his tummy and then keep it moving.
Glad we found this first.
Anyone out there wants to swap? We've got goods.
There goes zombie. What type of specs you run on your PC? True Gamer, yeah. If you put exclamation point PC, it should show you my full specs of the PC. I have a pretty high-end rig though that I purchased. Vern, what's going on? How you doing? All right, so we're heading to the Bounty Broker. We're looking for one bloaty right there. Put it right in his tummy. Right in his tummy. The Tummy Getter 9000, chat. The Tummy Getter. See, there's nothing sus about getting tummy, right, chat? Yeah, so what do we just say that? Instead of saying, like, we just say we're getting some tummy. Getting some tummy, chat. Oh shit. Yo, what's up with that bridge, dude? Go over our newly acquired gear.
Wandering around in plague territory might be a bad idea.
Some pretty high tier weapons that we're getting from the bounty broker here. Ever see Harold and Kumar? I think I seen that movie back when I was like young. And I think I seen the one where they went to like Guantanamo Bay. But I don't remember that movie at all.
Hello there. I have many bounties available. Please take a look.
Yeah, so the Danger Dog, PPSH.
Hey neighbor,
Ooh,
it's me again. Remember that rogue signal we were working on?
Beautiful gun right there.
I've identified it as a Red Talon broadcast. Well, sort of. Anyway, I ran into a stumbling block decoding the signal. Are you available for an assist?
Yeah, we got some nice guns, guys. We got some nice guns here. The Danger Dog PPSH is probably the better one though, because it's 51 round mag, 9mm, and you can make a single fire. It's good, in my opinion. All right, so. We're gonna go scout this plague heart from the outside. We're gonna see what kind of building it's in. We do have a smoke grenade, so that's one phase that we can get. I think it's just a regular house, though. Very cheesable play cart. What I mean by that is that one you can spot it from outside. And if you really wanted to be cheesy, you could pull your vehicle right up to the side of the building, get out, stand on top of your car, and just shoot the play cart or throw explosives. Now, granted, it is a ranged play cart, kind of like how we did the one out. So you have to make sure you have enough resources to actually kill it from range, which we do not. So even if I wanted to, it would probably take all the bullets in my box to kill that play cart. So it's like, yeah, we would cheese one play cart, we would get it, but we'd have nothing left.
Nice job. Come on over.
We're not doing that mission right now, is.
You haven't forgotten what we talked about, right?
Destiny Chasers. Who the hell are these people? Okay, so we got a food trader, not too concerned about that. Destiny Chasers, though. They got a feral issue. I don't know how I feel. I mean, we can go hunt down a feral. Yeah, we can go hunt down a feral too.
I'm back home safe because I'm awesome.
We don't say that.
I just dropped off some decent scraps at base.
Running double 9mm here. So my question is, again, I asked this question earlier. Now that there's a lot more of you guys in the chat, I want as many of you guys as possible to answer this question, because and everybody that I asked earlier seemed to be along my thinking, my line of thought. So I'm gonna ask you guys again. In your opinion, how much do you think State of Decay 3 will be on release? Like, do you guys think it'll be a $70 game, like full price? Do you guys think it'll be a fucking $80 game, $90, $100 game, 50, 60, 30? Because State of Decay 2 was a $30 game. And I think industry standard on new releases right now is what, 70, or did it go up? But I think 70 is the... I'm going to do... No. So we're going to go help these people. Then we're going to do Mickey's mission. Because if I do Mickey's mission, I can get my hands on some more of his little flame things. And that will help out big time with the play cart. It is a day one Game Pass game too. Yeah, that is a thing. But it seems like a lot of you guys are still along the lines of right where I thought. Yeah, so we're gonna go. We'll help these people out with their feral. We'll see if they have anything to trade. My medicine is crazy low. I didn't even realize that it got that low. All right, so while we're down there too, we will sell them some stuff.
Let's put something down first.
Yeah, because State of Decay 2 released, it was like a $30 to $40 game. It was super cheap. I definitely don't expect that for the third game by any means. What if State of Decay 3 comes out a week before GTA? I don't think any company would do that by choice.
I'm sure glad I worked so hard to improve my credit rating.
That'd be pretty wild. I wonder why it wouldn't let me access that from inside. That's weird. Maybe some parked. Yeah, it says it's parked. House for the corner.
Hi there.
Maddie. There's a ferrable nearby. Yeah, I'll take it out for you. I'll take it out.
How's it going?
It's at the Dirty Bird Espresso right in town. I'll take it. But I want
Let's
to
make a deal here.
Of course.
So we'll buy the mats. I even might buy the fuel. Oh, hold on.
Let's see what's up for
Oh,
trade,
they got a
eh?
signal antenna. I haven't got one of these yet, chat. We've been having a hard... Shit. What should we do? It's 500 fucking influence. So that's so steep. I could use it though, chat. We could really use it. Guess that we should get it. I mean, we got more stuff to sell here, so.
I feel like a pack mule.
I got 2,100. Yeah, because I was thinking about getting a medical outpost. They'll help us with our,
Want to make a trade?
Sure.
our med
sounds
loss. Some of this shit. The white chocolate's only worth 1. That's wild, dude. Been so stingy with my influence. I've been trying to like maintain it, the high numbers as much as we
What
could.
have you got for us?
Sure. Sounds good.
So we're at 2,200. We buy this. We'll still have about 1,700 or so. It's not bad. 1,700 is still a respectable number for us to grab rucks if we need them. We're at 28 fuel. The only thing we really need is, yeah, we're good, Chad. We got resources. We got resources.
Let's see what's up for trade, eh?
Of course.
We'll get it. Now watch, we're gonna go loot one. All right, so the Pharaoh's literally right here. We'll go in on foot. Yeah, we'll go in on foot. She's max stealth, right? Yep. Ooh. I'll loot this on our way back.
Too tired. Must rest.
Yeah, it's definitely worth the price. But I mean, the only thing about it though is we spend 500 on that, then we still have to spend the additional cost for the outpost itself, which is gonna be another 300 to 400 influence. So all together will be invested quite a bit, but I still think it's worth it. Key, yeah, you can kill an infinite amount of zombies on the back of the car until you run out of bullets. Damn it, she just got tired. Yeah, the main limiting factor is your ammunition. How much? I think GTA 6 is going to be a $70 game, $70, $80. I don't think it. I think the $100 will be like the deluxe edition. But didn't they already verify that the game was $70 for the base edition? Pretty sure somebody said that was already verified. We gotta be careful here with our stamina, though.
This might clear up.
There it is.
Aim for the head.
Ooh, with the integrated suppressor, that shit was pretty quiet, dude. In and out, baby. How much influence did we just get from that? 200? Nah, a little over 100. It was 100. Chat, so he nerfed suppressors in the game, but I don't think he touched the integrated suppressed weapons. So I think these will still have the normal suppressor noise range. But Dylan, thank you so much for the super chat, bro. I appreciate you. I could be wrong, but no zombies heard those gunshots. Even with the professional, we were still aggroing a little bit. But no, you can't stop.
Screamer? Ugh.
You can't stealth kill ferals in the game. Yeah, my dude, we are super freaking beat. Like, she's so tired right now.
Ooh, check this out.
Oh, another smoke grenade. That's freaking huge.
I feel like a pack mule. Well, beggars can't be choosers.
Hey, hun, you're welcome to come in.
Appreciate it. Yeah, we actually been doing pretty well on materials too. How many parts do you get for that 30 influence bat out of curiosity? Not.
Hello there.
Let me see.
Let's make a deal here.
All right.
17. Not a whole lot. Yeah, you got to remember this is the economy in this is a little funky because he changed it. But yeah, you're spending 30 influence for 17 parts. It's a little steep. A little steep. Okay, so we're gonna go do Mickey's mission now.
I've got this one.
It's not like I need the help. Just, you know, you seem like all right folks. Meet me out by the old sawmill and I'll tell you the details.
That's gonna wake up the fucking plague heart.
Hey there. We could really use some help from you folks.
Damn it.
There goes the door.
And that's why we don't mess around in fucking plague territory. Now, let's see what hearts awake. I just hope it's not overlapped with another heart. That way we don't have to invest into plague disruptor for this heart. You can just kill the one and be done with it. But if it's overlapped, then we're gonna have to invest a lot more to kill it. Resource-wise.
Take the empty ones.
So we'll get this installed here. All right, so that will give us a fourth outpost. Get a fourth outpost. Gotta go cancel that dude's freaking mission because that's dumb. He's tied up like that. I'm not doing. We're not getting a new base, dude. So
This place is no better than the one we had.
Damn, we got
need
200
something
influence for that. Okay, there's a couple group of zombies. Hernandez was. I don't think we want to go out with Hernandez. He's my mechanic, right? Yeah, we've been allowing Hernandez to live that cush life out here.
Well, this is great, but we'll need water eventually.
We're stacked with 9mm right now. Feels good. Now the area we're going to has a lot of military zombies, which are wearing armor. Bladed weapons aren't as effective, in my opinion, against the armored. So when it comes to them, I'd rather use the a blunt weapon. That way we at least get the knockdown. We could execute them while they're on the ground. Yeah, let's do it. So Mickey is up here. That was the food trader. That's Isby. All right. So the heart that woke up is isolated. Damn, this group already wants something else. I just did something for. They want bullets. We could give them a bag, but we'll grab a bag right now, and then we'll head down there after we're done with Mickey's mission. I'll drop him off some bullets. Ooh, 6. I forgot it was 6 ammo per ruck. It's fucking heavy, dude. Granted, we could buy more ammo from Chavez if we need it. And we haven't really been using a whole lot of ammo, so I guess it's not really a big deal.
Our battles were with each other. People fighting other people. But now we're united by a common cause. We are better than our enemy. We're stronger. We are smarter. And we have each other.
How does Days Gone? I love Days Gone. Days Gone is a phenomenal game. The open world feels good. We got a couple nice little towns in there, you know, give it that urban feel. There's no huge metropolises in Days Gone, but it still feels good.
The trouble is, the place is pretty trashed. I could use a hand digging through it.
But yeah, the map feels good. I really like Days Gone.
So, you in? Isby and the doc are smart, but they need me to find more supplies for their crazy project. There's a shortcut to the house through the hills, but whichever way you want to go is fine. After you.
All right. I think after this, we unlock Mickey's stashes, if I'm not mistaken. All right, so yeah, we got our 4th outpost now, as you guys can see.
Back in the day, my family basically ran this whole valley. My brother Job had a saying he liked to use when folks, complained. The meek only get to inherit the earth when I'm good and done with it. Hold up a second. I got an idea. There's an old stash nearby I want to check out first. My family had stashes all around these parts. This one might have what I need.
I think this is actually has his brother's wrench in it from the first game. Spider Tech, that's what I was saying, dude. My Hokas, I thought they were good shoes. They were expensive, chat. They were like 120 bucks. That's expensive for some shoes.
Oh shit.
Yes.
There's barely anything useful in here.
Here's
Guess we
Eli's
gotta
socket.
search the old house after all.
You said you used to live up here. Why'd you leave?
The army came in a while back. Blew up the whole fucking place. A lot of my kin grew up on that land. But not anymore, I guess. Yeah?
Oh, you can trade one. I wanted it. So we'll sell this to him right now. I'll keep his brother's wrench. Got some decent durability too. Mickey gives you a Pepper AK. I didn't even know that was a thing. But we wanted those for the play cart. Yeah, I shot Eli in the face in the first game, guys. I still to this day think State of Decay 1 warrants a playthrough if you guys have never... Just for the story, just so you get the lore, the background of a lot of the characters. I don't know, I feel it's a solid experience, the story.
I don't get it. Why would the army blow up your house?
My family's been running this valley for a long time. I guess the army didn't like sharing. And my aunt sure as hell wouldn't have let the family give up without a fight.
Dios mío. You weren't kidding. This place is... Wow.
Hold on. Nothing ain't right about this.
What do you mean?
The military trucks. They're transport, not assault. Never noticed that before. And maybe we ought to take a closer look. It's a shitload of zombies.
We did a revisit to State of Decay 1's story. When was that, chat? When did... Because we played all of State of Decay's story content. We did, I think it was last year. I'm trying to think if I had a recent State of Decay 1 playthrough you guys could watch. I think we did it last year. We played State of Decay 1. We did Lifeline. We did some Breakpoint. We did then we did Heartland. I think that was last year, at least.
They come.
Fair bit of armor out here.
Time to put him away.
Maybe my family would still be alive. Maybe I'd be just as dead as they are.
Yeah, this is why I said to bring like a blunt weapon or something like that to knock them down, because yeah, the armored zombies, blade weapons just don't really work all that effective. Kind of want to get them on the ground as fast as you can and execute them.
Somebody shot the hell out of these trucks.
Yeah, but there ain't no shell casings here. Which means the army guys weren't shooting back. That makes no goddamn sense. Check them bodies, will you? Damn, they really bombed the shit out of this place. Aunt Nat must have really pissed these guys off to make them do this.
Fire in the hole!
That did jack diddly fucking squat, dude.
Hey, Mickey, I just found the orders these soldiers were following. It says they were just supposed to arrest, not start a fight.
Well, that'd explain why we didn't find any casings. But it don't explain why the army dropped a goddamn bomb on my family's house. Ah, fuck it. That ain't why we're here. Let's just find some supplies.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. We got smoke screen coming in, guys. This is one of the worst curveballs in the game. Welcome to zero visibility shit show. I remember my first time ever seeing this curveball. I lost a survivor. Literally lost a survivor.
Well, better move on.
This shit's about to become Silent Hill. Well, not worse than a black play. It's worse in a different way.
Lucky son of a gun.
This page is from Nat Wilkinson's personal journal, described as a massive explosive trap set up by the Wilkinson house, designed to kill any intruders. Scrawled in the margin in the notes reads, "I'll wipe this place out before I let those traitors set foot in my house." So I believe you actually get the blasting caps for her for these explosives. When you play Heartland, she has you run a mission for her, going to collect explosive. I think it's blasting caps or something like that. And yeah, then she blows up the fucking house.
Hold on. This journal says that Nat Wilkerson is responsible for all the destruction. Mickey needs to know about this. I was hoping for more.
What you got there? Well, fuck me. I always knew Aunt Nat was a hard ass, but this is just goddamn crazy. They were here just to arrest her and she blew up our home? And for what? Pride? Or maybe just fucking spite?
You okay, Mickey?
No, I ain't goddamn okay. I used to be proud to be a Wilkerson. Wore that name like armor. But I finally get it now. The Wilkerson name ain't nothing but a curse. Cost me my brothers, my daughter, now my whole goddamn family. I can't look at this place anymore. Anything here you want, just take it. I'll find what I need somewhere else.
Yeah, smoke's coming in, guys. So it starts off, you're like, oh, that's not too bad. Not too bad, right? What do you guys think? It's not too bad. I still see quite far ahead of me. Let me see. What does it say? Bloater chemical catalyst. The chemicals in the air have mutated bloater gas to inflict greater amount of damage, of course. Radio support actions unavailable. That's crazy. Yeah, so we can't even use our radio. So I was thinking about hitting these sheds while we're over here. We got the inventory. Ish. Yeah, my radio call already unavailable, so it wasn't a huge deal. But we can actually see quite a bit, guys. Did they nerf it? Because before I couldn't see fucking 5 feet in front of me. No, that's pretty. That's pretty bad.
Yeah, this is the right place for another outpost.
Preluded. Dylan, thank you for the super chat, man. Hope they don't put no boon traits in State of Decay 3. Yeah, I mean, it just depends on how they decide to design the game. Like the boons were a very specific game to the way State of Decay 2 was designed with the leaders and the legacies and stuff like that. So we don't know what the design direction will be for State of Decay 3. Mainly because the leaders were very meh in this. Damn, everything's fucking preluded.
We should build a workshop. That would let us turn broken weapons into useful salvage.
But yeah, the boon system, the leaders, like they had plans to try to like enhance that experience, add more different leader types, but obviously they just never really got to it. But yeah, there's things they could have done to made it better, but at the end of the day, it's like it really just depends on the design direction they want to go with the third game. A little bit. Yeah, it's pretty thick here. Pretty thick, guys. You going to bed? All right, love you, babe. See you in the morning, bub.
Gotta catch my breath.
I'm not sure how much longer I can work with these idiots.
You see? You see the bullshit I have to deal with?
May of 2024, I did a Lifeline playthrough. State of Decay 1 just pulled that. Yeah, I had a feeling it was last year. So I do have a pretty recent State of Decay 1 playthrough on the channel from last year if you guys want to check it out. It should be good quality.
Nice.
All right, so now we're gonna try to drive back to base in this mess. Was gonna drive down give that ammo ruck, but I don't know if I really want to drive in this. It's not too bad. Like, I can actually kind of see the 20 feet in front of us, so I honestly feel like it's harder to see during the daytime in this curveball than it is at night. I should slow down a little bit though. Whack into a damn bloater. It's at full speed. If you do come up on a bloater, you're not going to have enough time to stop. But by the time you see it, shit, I was supposed to grab that.
Hang in there. Be there in 2 shakes.
Thanks.
Yeah, we'll bring it to him. We should be okay.
Great
It's
work,
not.
everyone. We've built a home strong enough to survive the blood plague threat.
Damn, 200 influence for doing nothing. Restock tomorrow afternoon. My boy Nick, what you getting, brother man? What you getting? Cause I'll be there. Guys, my boy Nick over at AA and Collect. Best card dealer in Central New York, hands down. That's my boy. Destin, Surge, and a little prismatic. Oh, I'll be there, brother man. I'll be there. Oh hell yeah! Like well, a lot of these guys are out here like scalping, you know, taking advantage of prices and stuff like that. 4 ferals is fucking wild. And Nick is still like, everybody's charging $120, $150 for a box. You go to him, he's selling them for fucking 75. That's my boy. Yeah, he actually takes care of people.
Gotta watch out for plague zombies around here.
Oh. He also does do, just so you guys know, if you guys are collectors, because I know some of you guys collect Pokemon cards and do, he does box breaks and stuff like that too, right on AN Collect. So subscribe to his channel, if you guys, because he does box breaks and you can like buy into them and get your, oh shit. You sold all your cards? I sold mine. I'm just starting to get back into building up my collection again. I can't see.
Thanks for taking care of that.
You think we're gonna get a good enclave bonus? Please.
Stay safe. Don't just stand out there, hun. Come on in.
Rooftop sniper. We are sitting on a buttload of influence right now, though. I mean, rooftop sniper's not bad. We also did get roadside assistance. Yeah, we got rooftop sniper here. And I think somebody said, yeah, we got roadside assistance here. How do I have access to my radio when we have this? Oh, because if I actually click on it, it's going to say, no, I could use it. That's weird, for sure. Why are these so cheap? Not on Lethal Zone. These are like 1,000 each. Oh, I think I'm thinking of the Independence Day ones. Yeah, those are expensive.
I see a horde over there.
Those green and red builders look wild. Driving by memory right now, chat. Can't see anything. I think the barn's here. Yep, and then so we gotta watch those ferals. Vehicles flickering out. So now we got to take out that plate car that's awake down south.
Out there. It's Mickey Wilkerson. I heard you on the radio, talking to Santos.
And why would that make you think I wanted to hear from you? Don't you have somebody to rob or beat up?
Yeah, no, Nick, it felt weird, dude, because I was at the shop like every day, man, just constantly there, and it felt so weird. Like even now, it still feels weird to not be over there all the time, but it's definitely good to be back. It's definitely good to be back. Too bad product isn't as readily available as when I first got it. Oh, guys, I remember when I first started collecting Pokemon. Oh, dude, you can get boxes. They were dirt cheap. ETBs, $40, $35, $40. Freaking booster boxes were $100 maybe. It was just as much as you could possibly ever want. It was just all available. So for our outpost, we're going to be doing medicine, guys. So I think what we're going to do is I'll claim... Damn, is there really no med sites over here? Let me see. So we have one here. We have one here. We have one here. I guess we'll clean the military one again. There is this one here too, but yeah, we'll claim this one over here. We'll claim this one over here. And then we could stage from there and push down the road and hit this play cart. But this play cart's it's isolated, so we don't have to worry about it. We're just gonna... We should have... Let me see. Yeah, so we got 4 of the Wilkerson specials, and 2 smoke grenades. Just that alone, that combo alone plus a radio should be more than enough for us to take out a heart. Twisted, I appreciate you, man. Is there not one across from the food at the cell tower? Yeah, I mean, there's a med site here, but there's not a medical outpost. Even the vet clinic's not a med outpost, and it's mainly because they tied it to the storyline, so they made that not a thing. But yeah, we're looking for one of these gray circles with a medical icon, and the only ones I know of is you got the one here, the military tent. Geez, there's really not a whole... I think down in Marshall here, yeah, there's one here. There's like a little doctor's office, pet store or whatever. And then... there really isn't a whole lot of medical outpost locations. And then we have this one over here.
Why don't you send someone over to talk? We heard you were looking for building materials. We can help you out on that. Come over and chat, will ya? Wow.
Where are they? That's over here.
I'm coming. Hey, thanks.
Yo, it's nice though. We're generating some freaking enclaves, which is awesome. Yeah, if you guys look at our enclaves now, we have enclaves all over the map, which is starting to feel good because that's just more trade partners, more ways for us to build influence, more missions for us to do. We're in good shape right now, guys. We're in really, really good shape. We're down to 9 plague hearts left. One of them awake, but we'll get that taken care of. But we're going to end this here, guys. We're going to end this here. To all 2,000 of you guys who decided to come and watch this episode tonight, I really do appreciate it. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the support. It means the world to me and the fam, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. And yeah, drop comments when the stream's over. Let me know what you guys thought. And smash that like button on your way out. If you guys are new to the channel, and consider subscribing. It helps out so much. We'll be having some more State of Decay content coming even after this series is over. I told you guys there's going to be some other series that I'm thinking about doing. We might revisit the old the Walking Dead mod. Maybe check that out, see what that's all about. And a couple other things. We got some stuff that we could do, chat. We got some stuff we could do. Seems like there's a fair bit of interest in it, so we'll see what we can scrounge up. But again, we also have the Mafia Old Country. That's going to be dropping here very shortly, a few days. We'll be playing that, and yeah, we're gonna have some new stuff coming too. Some new games we're gonna be rolling in because we're beating games, rolling some new stuff in. It'll be interesting, guys. We'll have some cool stuff, and if what I play isn't cool, we'll stop playing it and we'll play something cool. All right, though. I love you guys, though. Seriously, thank you so much for everything. I hope you guys have a great rest of your night, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.